Lindsay, thank you. Sad news this morning. The family of an 18-year-old man missing for a week now confirms they found his body. Traevion Pirtle's family was conducting a search for him when they found him last night. Our Marina Silva is here to break down this developing story. So, Marina, what do we know right now?
Well, we now have seen a public police report from IMPD that confirms they were working a death investigation, and it does list Traevion Pirtle's name. Now,
my bad. He's supposed to got all the way and hopped this fence. He jumped up here and he hopped.
He didn't jump up there.
This tower.
They put him
Makes sense, y'all. I'm just trying to see, because it don't like the police. I ain't see no forensic people out here. I ain't see nobody getting no.
So here's an alleged post that was screenshotted. I'm gonna have to dance around some of the words because some of the words I cannot say on YouTube. And he goes, on STG, my soul, we just showed the whole world what happened when you coming to take a nap. You take a effing nap. So we have a sad situation coming out of Indianapolis. The story involves an 18-year-old named Traevion Pirtle. He was actually reported missing not long ago. Back on March 7th is when he was reported last seen alive. Well, they did find his body. And then yesterday they did identify it as him. Well, this case is not just clean dry. Wait till you find out exactly what's going on, what happened with him, and did his friends possibly set him up? Yes, his own so-called friends. Fugitive TV, stay tuned. Welcome to Fugitive TV. I am your host, Ray Marcel, where I take a look at cases of missing people, unsolved crimes, any case that needs a different perspective or sometimes a different point of view, because I was once a fugitive on the run from the law myself. I did it for 15 years. I lived in different countries under different names, ended up turning myself in. And now I'm a motivational speaker. I got this channel. I'm talking to you guys. And I also help family members locate or try and find missing individuals as well. Well, and I also do cases that sometimes need a bigger spotlight or need to show you guys, hey, there's more out there than what the big media outlets are showing you. So today we have a case of, and excuse me because I'm looking over notes on my phone. Somebody sent me this case, okay? I was sent this last night, so I decided to take a look at it. So today I've been doing, research, studying it, looking at a post online, everything I can do to bring this to you guys. Well, this is about Traevion Pirtle.
shortly after the family conducted a search for Traevion Pirtle, his family confirmed to 13 News he was found. Now, right now, we do know that there is that public police report. Traevion's family says he was at a friend's house near 38th and German Church Road before he disappeared last Saturday. They say the friend's family told them Traevion ran out of the house. His family says he left his shoes, phone, and a car behind. His family traveled from as far as Wisconsin to help find him.
Like, he is a sweetheart. He's a joker. Like, he the baby of the family. He just raps and play the game, and he jokes a lot. He told me that when he told me that he was going to college, he said he's going to Florida, and I said, I can't wait to come up there with you.
All right, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right, Traevion Pirtle. Now, I'm going to give you a quick timeline of what happened. So March 7th, which was a Saturday, he was last seen in the 3600 block of Cedar Pine Lane, okay? Family members stated he was visiting a friend's house when he reportedly ran out, leaving behind his shoes, phone, and car. Sunday, March 8th, he was officially reported missing to the Indianapolis Police Department. All right. And then Monday, March 9th, the police department issued a public appeal for help, noting that Treaevion might be in need of medical attention. All right. Now, I'm going to give you, after I read this, I am going to give you the details of the story that's being told of what happened. Okay. Friday, March 13th, family members traveled from Milwaukee, Indianapolis to Canvas, and the family members start searching the area. Around 8:50 p.m., police were called to the 10,500 block of East 38th Street for a death investigation after a body was discovered. Saturday, March 14th, relatives and police confirmed the body found the previous night was Traevion Pirtle. He was located near Fervent Prayer Ministries at the intersection of East 38th Street and German Church Road, okay? And just this past Monday, March 16th, the Marion County's Coroner's office announced that an active death investigation is ongoing. Autopsy results, including toxicology and final determination, cause of death manner may take several weeks. All right. So let me give you a background on this. All right. So Treavion was only 18 years old. He was actually an up and coming rapper. On his TikTok, he got over 10,000 followers, which, if you guys aren't familiar, that's no easy task to get 10,000 followers, on TikTok. So he was doing all right for himself. So he was an up and coming rapper, and he was actually accepted to go to college in Florida, which is down here where I'm at in Florida. So he was accepted to go to school down here. So it sounds like he had, a future ahead of him. Okay. Now, he went to a friend's house. Okay. And we're going to talk about these friends. So one of the friends' name is Amari. The other one goes by the name of Man. Now, both of these two guys, I guess, were rappers as well. Now, as far as I seen, it didn't look like they were doing as good as Treavion was, but they were rapping too. So they're all chilling together, kicking together as friends. And here's the story that came from the friends. The friends are saying that Treavion started doing mushrooms. I guess tripped out or had a bad trip, ran out the house, left his shoes. Treavion had his own car, left his car, and they said left his cell phone too. Okay. So he left his shoes, phone, and car and ran out the house. Now, the friends are saying the friends went out looking for him. They couldn't find him. Okay. Now, keep in word, this is allegedly what the friends are saying. Well, as I read to you this, the family members came out and started searching. They came in from Milwaukee, start searching, and the family members found him. Take a look at, this is one of the friends that found him.
It was dark at first, so we couldn't really see nothing at first until we turned the flashlights on.
But stepping inside this gate, Anthony Hayes faced the unthinkable.
No words, no expressions. I was just hurt. I couldn't say anything about it. I seen something I wasn't supposed to see.
He had been searching for his friend Traevion Pirtle for days. The 18-year-old went missing last Saturday, just an 11-minute walk from where his body was found behind Fervent Prayer Church.
The first I learned of it was about 3 or 4 days ago when family and police detectives came by and let us know that his phone had pinged here at this location.
So he was found behind a church, and behind the church, there's like a wooded area and there's a cell phone tower. Now, cell phone towers always have some sort of a gate or fence around them to keep people from, going into these towers or going into that facility. So he was found inside the gated area of a cell phone tower. Okay. So people are wondering how he got in there. Did he jump the fence? Did he open the fence up and get in there? How did he get in there? Right.
So my bad. He supposed to got all the way and hopped this fence. He jumped up here and he hopped. He didn't jump up there. This tower. They put him makes sense, y'all. I'm just trying to see because it don't like the police. I ain't see no forensic people out here. I ain't see nobody getting no fingerprints, like none of that. Like they ain't secure the scene. and this what he's supposed to came over. How to get up here? He jumped up here? Or did somebody put him over here? How did he get inside here?
Pastor James Jackson says he prayed with Pirtle's mom and dad Friday night, who stood by and watched police investigate. A small but growing memorial now replaces the flashing lights.
He always had a good heart. He had good spirit, good everything. Nobody was ever bad to him. He was never bad to nobody.
There's been a lot of speculation online around the circumstances of Pirtle's disappearance. No matter how he died, Pastor Jackson says he'll be there to support the family.
Some people are saying that the friends dump him in there, okay? Did they open the fence, take him in there, dump him in there? Did they throw him over the top? Some people are asking that the friends do this. Now, I'm going to tell you why a lot of people are worried about the friends, okay? Some people think it's jealousy, all right? There's all kind of speculation going online. Now, right now, like I said, this is the speculation allegations. But there's a lot of speculation going on online right now. I'm going to tell you a couple of them, and I'm also going to show you some posts as well so you can decide for yourself. So you can let me know what you think. Well, for one, they said Treavion left his phone behind at the house. But reports are saying Treavion's phone, the last place it pinged to, was the church. So let's think about this for a minute. If the friends are saying he left his phone, his car, and shoes behind at the house, so if the friends are saying he left his phone at the house, how would the phone ping to the church or around that church area if he left the phone at the house? So if he did leave the phone at the house, that would mean the friends would have had to have his phone, and not only have his phone, but take his phone to where the body is at. Get where I'm going here? As in, now, like I said, I'm not saying this happened to him, but let's say something happened to Trey inside the house. Okay? Friends panic, gotta do something. I don't know. Trey has his phone on him. Now, if they take the body and they take it to the church, to that cell phone tower, of course, that's where it's going to ping at. Friends see the phone like, oh crap, and take the phone back with them to the house. Now, I don't know this for sure, but I will tell you what law is going to do. This is exactly what they're going to do. So the phone, not only can they follow pings, they're going to follow the GPS signal. So they should be able to see when they go on the cell phone records and digital evidence, if the phone, what time was the phone last pinging at that house? They should be able to get that. And if it did ping around that church, the timeline of it pinging to that church. And did it get turned off at the church? And did the police really find the phone at the house? That part I could not figure out. I could not find it online. If the police showed up and found a phone at the house, but it pinged at the church, that part I didn't see anywhere. Okay, so you guys let me know below where exactly the phone was found at. Was it found at the house or was it found at the church? Because there will be a timeline of this phone pinging GPS signals of going back and forth if that's the case. Now, the friends also said they went out looking for him, but there's reports that are saying that they lied or they didn't tell the truth, that they did not go out looking for him. So we don't know if they really did or really not. Now, like I said, a lot of the speculation is going online. Some people are saying the other two were jealous of him, okay, because he was doing, better in his career or his future than the other two were. Which, if you guys are really friends and all three of you guys are doing the same thing, okay, all you guys are rapping in the music, whatever it is, all right? If one of you blows up, just one of you, all of you guys should be happy. Because if that is your friend and he's blowing up, I guarantee you, once he gets big or blows up, he's most likely going to take you with him. He's most likely going to take his most loyal people, his friends, with him, okay? I can name plenty of examples. LeBron James, all right? His 5 or 4 closest friends are with LeBron to this day, helping him run companies and businesses. Okay? I can name plenty of examples of rappers that took their friends with them, that grew up with them. Nelly is one of them in the Saint Lunatics. All right? Ludacris. I can go on and on. So if you guys are real friends, all right, and your friend is getting more traction than you, let him get more traction. If anything, promote him. Because once he gets big and blows up, if you guys are real friends, he's going to take you with him. And it might be your destiny, okay, might be something else. All right? Your destiny might be something else, but he might help you see what your destiny is. So I'm just going to let you guys out there know that, all right? Don't have jealousy. Help him out. All right? That's what I believe in. This is what we all should believe in. Well, like I said, they told the police that they went out looking for him. Now, here's the thing. Allegedly, their stories have changed. Not only that, Omari's, I believe, mom and family has stepped into it. They have told Omari not to talk with the police, that he needs the lawyer up first. Now, I'm not going to have a lot of comment on that because on this channel, I've told you guys before, and you guys can get mad at me, but I've told you guys before, even if you're innocent, okay, if you did nothing wrong, and sometimes if police want to interrogate you, still get a lawyer. Still get a lawyer, because you never know what these police might do to get you to tell on yourself, even though you didn't do anything. All the police have to do, if they really want to, is get you to confess that you were at the scene of the crime at the exact same time. That's all they have to do. And if you confess you're at the scene of the crime, okay, at the exact same time the crime happened, now guess what? You're a suspect, okay? You're a person of interest. Now you might be getting locked up and going to jail, even though you didn't do anything, but you placed yourself at the scene of the crime. So when his family told him to be quiet and not talk with the police, the lawyer up, get legal help, hey, I can't sit here and say he did the wrong or the right thing, because even if he didn't do anything, yes, you still should get a lawyer. You still should. Anybody should. Now, does this mean he's hiding something? Possibly. And it could mean he's innocent. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you guys like how it is with no filter, all right? But Omari's family did step in. Now, the other guy, his name is Man. He's a rapper too, like I told you guys. He's not really talking to police either. I'm not sure about his family situation, but I know he's not really talking to the police either or anything like that. If Treavion did take shrooms, is it possible that they gave him the shrooms and now they're scared? Because that's a possibility. Think about it. If they gave him the shrooms and he passed away because of the shrooms, now these two, Omari and Man, could be in trouble, for involuntary manslaughter. They could be in trouble for that. Not meaning they meant to do it to him, but they gave him a substance that, eventually caused him to pass away. Now, the autopsy has not came back yet, all right? There's an autopsy going on right now on Treavion. Has not came back. So they have not told us exactly how he's passed. They didn't say if it was violent. They didn't say if it was drug. They didn't say anything yet, all right? I've seen some reports online going around. I've seen some stuff that when they found him was violent. I've seen all kind of things. So I don't know what's true. And until the autopsy comes back, or at least police tell us exactly how he passed away. Now, they are saying that it is a death investigation. Could they have found wounds on him or anything like that? I don't know. Now, when it comes to the enclosure of the cell phone tower, was it locked? Was the gate locked? Could they walk in? Now, one of the friends who was searching found him, but they never said if the gate was locked, if he was able just to walk in or not. That part they never said. Sometimes these news media outlets will show you these stories, but they'll leave out certain parts that a lot of people aren't really paying attention to the detail. Well, me, I pay attention to the detail because I want to know, was the gate unlocked? Was it open? Because all those fences in the cell phone towers have a gate with a lock. Usually it's locked. You can't just walk in, but this one could be different. I don't know. They could have forgot to lock it. Who knows? So I would like to know that information, because if it was unlocked, that means he could have walked in there himself. If it's unlocked, that means if they did do something with him, they could have drug him in there themselves too. Now, the neighborhood people are wondering about ring cam footages. Is there any camera footage or anything like that? Now, I can tell you, there is a camera at the cell phone tower. Now, I haven't seen an official report yet, though, if the cell phone was working or not. That I have not seen. I believe the churches had cameras too. Now, I don't know where those cameras were pointing at, but let's say hopefully they're pointing in the right direction to where if Treavion did run by the camera, they would catch him. If somebody was chasing him, they would catch them. If somebody dumped him off there, they would catch him there too. Like I said, this case has a bunch of should you trust the friends or should you not trust the friends? You know, it has a bunch of that. Now, I did decide, because like I said, I was curious about if the gate was open or not. I did find an article that sheds a little more light on the whole gate situation, okay? So let me read this to you. And this is from Fox 59. It says, Anthony Hayes, 20, who spent days searching for his friend, 18-year-old Traevion Pirtle. All right? It says the ongoing search landed him, his brother, and one of Pirtle's former co-workers at Prayer Church Friday night. It was 1 day shy of being a week since anyone had seen Pirtle. Hayes said he and his brother climbed on top of some crates behind the church and looked inside of a fence that surrounds a radio tower. Now, behind the church, in that video I showed, you have the radio tower, right? Or the cell phone tower, whatever tower you want to call it. Now, behind that tower, there was some crates, not like milk crates, but we're talking about those big crates that get shipped on boats. So I'm guessing he climbed up on top of those. Hayes said he and his brother climbed up on top of some of those crates behind the church, looked inside the fence that surrounds the radio tower. It was dark at first, so we couldn't really see nothing until we turned the flashlights on. Over the fence, we seen a body figure, and I was shook up. I didn't even know if it was Trey or not at first, and I just said, get help. A closer look confirmed his worst fears. When I went inside the gate, I seen Trey. Hayes said, no words, no expressions. I was just hurt. I couldn't say anything about it. Seen something I wasn't supposed to see. Okay? The church is just an 11-minute walk from where Pirtle was last seen, the 3600 block of Cedar Pine Place. That's where missing posters were still plastered on one house as of Saturday afternoon. The first I learned of it was about 3 or 4 days ago when family and police and detectives came by and let us know that his phone had pinged at this location. All right? So once again, phone pinged at the church location, but the friends say he left the phone at the house. So which one is it? And if it did ping at the church location, that makes you a suspect. Because if he was found unalive at the church location, but his phone was at the house, that means you guys had to bring him to the area, or you guys knew he was there and grabbed his phone and brought it back to the house. One of the two. So which one is it? Now, here's a post that's circulating online that I'm going to read to you guys. I believe this post, I'm not sure, but it's from one of the people who was at the house. Allegedly, this is where it's coming from. Now it's not a post, but they're like messaging somebody back and forth, okay? And it looks like they're messaging on Instagram, but I'm not really sure. But what it says, and it's hard to read because it's really blurry. But it's almost like they're confessing to what's going on. It goes, y'all, never mind. We trying to figure out what to do with his body, but just tell them, young, where we at. We going to figure this out. And he says, keep it up. Then the person responds back with, man, I don't want to be associated with that. And he puts WTF, what the? Then he puts WYA. Where y'all at? Then a person responds with, and this, I'm reading exactly how it's typed, so bear with me. We finna go. And then the other word is blanked out. Then it says his, and I guess body tonight. I can't even tell you where I'm at. Just be cool, cuz we got this. And then the other two messages are actually voice messages, okay? So I'm thinking it says we finna go dump his body tonight. I can't even tell you where I'm at. Just because we got this, all right? Or just cause let you know we got this. And then the person responds back, but it's voice messages. So you don't know what he's saying because it's voice messages, all right? And I found something else that was very interesting, okay? There's people saying that where Treavion was found, now I don't know if this is true, but there's people saying that where he was found, that they looked inside of there before and there was nobody there. They looked inside of there when people first started looking because it's only right down the street from the house. So but it wasn't there the day or the night before. So a lot of people are skeptical on that did he just get placed there a day or two, within the last day or two, even though he was missing for like a week and a half. So some people are wondering about that. There's another post, okay, by a lady. She's claiming that these same individuals, okay, were involved in the unaliving of her nephews back in January. Okay, now I would love to know the name of the other individual that was unalive back in January. So if you guys know about this, somebody watching this video know about this, go ahead, message me. My information is always below. You can let me know exactly the situation. I will keep you anonymous and I will look into it myself because I have research tools. I did a background check already on Amari. Okay, I did a background check on Amari's mom. Hey, I already know the details. All right, now Amari's background check comes back clean as an adult, but that's as an adult and he's only still a teenager. Now his background check as a teen, I don't know. I can't pull that, okay? I don't know. Man, I'm still trying to figure out his real name because nobody's actually giving out his real name. So until I get his real name, I can't pull a check on him yet until I get his actual real name. So I don't know. But I've already done my thorough research on that. So if you guys want to give me the information I'm missing, I'll do a follow-up video on it and let you guys know exactly what I found. And then, like I said, you can stay, you can remain anonymous. I will not give your name out. But this lady is saying that they were already involved in her nephew's case or unaliving. And I guess the kids or these boys were not questioned at the time. So it could be an open case still. I have no idea. Let me know if it's an open case still. I have no idea of what's going on with that and who it is and what the situation is. Now, I will tell you guys some things in my experience, okay? In my experience, depending on the police department, every police department is a little different. Now, you do have police departments, let's say like you go to Chicago, it seems like you can go buck wild firing your weapon all day long at people and not get arrested. That's what it feels like. Now, I will tell you, a lot of these cases, you need evidence. You need either a witness, somebody telling, or somebody snitching. You need digital evidence, meaning it places you there at the scene, okay? Or you're going to need the autopsy report, meaning that this person passed away from a bullet wound, beat, whatever it was, okay? So you usually need some sort of proof, and then you need a connection between the individuals, that are suspects or claim to be suspects. Now, if these messages that I just read to you, if these are correct, okay, that's going to be a lot of evidence compared to how they found him and whatever condition they found him in. If that all matches to what they're saying, then yes, we should see an arrest soon. But sometimes we will not see an arrest until the autopsy comes back. The autopsy can come back saying, hey, he passed away from drug overdose. All right. Now it's a whole different crime. Now they're going to look at, okay, who gave him the narcotics? But if the autopsy comes back, he passed away from, by the hands of somebody else. Now we're looking at an M charge. And I don't know, and some of you guys that aren't familiar with YouTube world, YouTube, I can't use the M word. The M word, they will flag the video, sometimes flag my channel, because my channel is not that big yet. I'm not a major news network. So until I get that big, so please like, subscribe to this channel, watch this video so I can get bigger. Until I get that big, then I can start using the M word without worrying about getting flagged. But until then, I have to say unalivened, unfortunately, and I hate it. But if that evidence comes back to the other two individuals, now they can make the connection. Now they can make an arrest. Now they can give this to the district attorney. The district attorney and the prosecutors can now file the charges. Because I see a lot of people online asking about, how come nobody's been arrested? How come nobody's been arrested? Well, some of these police departments work a little differently, okay? And at that time, if there's no physical hardcore evidence that could be used to prosecute them, meaning the district attorney believes if I take these people to court, we will win. You get what I'm trying to say? So they need to get all the evidence they can first to prosecute them. So that way they have everything lined up. For you guys that's ever been in trouble for federal charges or anything like that, or if you know about them, the FBI, they will watch you for years. They will let you rack up all kind of charges. They will let you tell on yourself multiple times. So by the time they arrest you, they got thousands of evidence, pages of evidence on you. And they're going to hit you with that and force you to take a deal because your lawyer's going to look at you like, you can't take this to trial. You're going to lose. You got years and days of evidence on you. It ain't going to work. That's why the FBI's conviction rate is so high. So some police departments will follow the same procedure. No, they won't take years, but they'll follow the same procedure as in let's try and get all the evidence we can before we charge them. All right. But let me know below what you think about this whole situation. Do you think Amari and Man are guilty of this? Do you think they're hiding something? Let me know. If you have any information, you're welcome to reach out to me and let me know some of the details that I'm missing, because I know there's some details that I don't even have because this thing is all over the place. All right. And if they are hiding something, what are they hiding? Was it an accident or did they do something on purpose? Did they set this kid up? All right. Like I said, they're supposed to be friends. Supposedly. There is another post out there, okay, that's basically saying he got what was coming to him. Now, I don't know who made that post, but somebody put that post saying he got what's coming to him. So if this other person said that, was it planned? And not only that, there's another post out there saying that Treavion was dead before they even found him dead. Almost like a confession. I'm trying to figure out where that post came from. Who wrote that too? So there's a lot of things going on, but you guys let me know. Comment below if you're familiar with this case, if you're familiar from that area. Even let me know the area you're in, the city, state, country. I try to reply to everybody I can. My information is going to be down below in the description box. Please like, share, subscribe. Fugitive TV. We are almost at 22,000 subscribers. We've got all this in the last 9 months. Thank you so much for helping this channel blow up. I am one of the fastest growing channels in the true crime department of YouTube. I am thankful. Thank you guys. Ray Marcel, please take care of one another. Look out for your surroundings. Look around.